Yo, ring culture. Isn't it funny how well the Lakers play without the guy who can carry whole teams full of nobodies and make all his teammates better play without him? Let's talk about it.
Don't ever underestimate the heart of a champion.
Yo, ring culture. Isn't it funny how well the Lakers play without the guy who can carry whole teams full of nobodies and make all his teammates better play without him? Let's talk about it. Okay, ring culture, welcome back to ring culture, where we play no games. We just spit game about the game we love. Before we get into this video, go over to my reaction page, the Nuclear Reactor. Check out my sports reactions. Y'all will love it over there. But back over here, ring culture, make sure y'all like and comment down below. That's how y'all get me into the algorithm. And then I'll go get them with my content, hit them and fit them and sit with them. Subscribe and hit the bell notification so y'all can be notified for every time I upload and share my video. So I've been paying attention to the NBA standings, and I see that the Lakers are 5-2. They actually won a game without Luka and LeBron, where Austin Reeves went off for 51 points. I think he had like 26 points last night. These are the nobodies that LeBron ball boys always say. That these are the nobodies that LeBron ball boys always complain about when LeBron causes his team to lose with all his turnovers and choking and things of that, and barely playing defense and things of that nature. We've heard for years that LeBron can drag a team full of nobodies to the finals, which is stupid. A team full of nobodies don't get to the finals. A team gets to the finals. And as I've always said, you heard me say on this channel, I gave LeBron props for leading the '07 Cavs to the finals. As y'all know, I believe LeBron's first stint with Cleveland is his most pure basketball. I believe he played basketball back then the right way. He played defense, great defense back then. He was great on offense. Of course, he had some bad games, but what superstar doesn't have bad games? And it wasn't until we started to see cracks in the '07 finals. After leading them to the finals, he completely choked in '07. And subsequently enough, he started to have more games where he was just kind of choking. And then in 2010, well, he got beat by the Magic the year before, but in 2010, when he completely quit against the Celtics, then he ran to Dwayne Wade, who was already an NBA champ, a scoring champ, and a Finals MVP, and got Chris Bosh, who was the face of the Toronto Raptors and one of the best players in the league, to play with him. That's really when LeBron James. After that '07, and then when he left Cleveland to go to Miami, that's really when we started to see what LeBron really was, which was a freaky athletic player with great ability, but he just didn't have that kind of heart. He just didn't. That's why he formed super teams. And somewhere around there, the NBA or La Media or whoever it was decided that they was going to make this guy the face of the league, so they started lying about him. And everywhere LeBron went, where his failures follow him, no matter how many great players he played with, they were nobody because they couldn't get it done. It's crazy. The thing is, the player that's the craziest that people did this to was Dwayne Wade. Dwayne Wade was already a champ. Dwayne Wade had a great final series. And was it '09? I think it was. No, it wasn't '09. '06. he had a great final series in '06. I mean, a Jordan-esque finals. And the media trashed him as if he wasn't one of the greatest players to ever play. Not only that, one of the best players in the league when LeBron ran to him. But watching the Lakers now, and they're 5-2. LeBron's still out. They're 5-2, even with Bronny on the team. They're 5-2, and you're seeing players like Rui Hachimura come back into his full form because once he got with LeBron, all of his full form was gone. LeBron doesn't make his teammates better. He actually, destroys them. But the Lakers don't need LeBron. They're proving it right now. They can compete in the West. They have two players on that team as lead dogs that they can compete in the West with, and that is Luka Doncic, who's a generational talent, and Austin Reeves. Austin Reeves is an adequate number 2. I mean, he had a game winner a few nights ago. LeBron's not needed, but I am looking forward to seeing LeBron come back so we can start watching these guys short circuit when the Lakers start losing because LeBron won't get back on defense. He's barely going to play defense. His terrible body language, his flopping, the fact that he is not clutch. We're going to start seeing it again. And I just want to see what the media, Nick Wrong and Shannon Sharp, are going to say about the Lakers because we've seen them do this before. You remember when Russ was on the Lakers and Sharp and Wrong and the media was trying their best to destroy him? There was a game that Russ didn't play, a few of them, and they still got butchered. Because Russ wasn't the problem. The problem with LeBron teams is LeBron. LeBron is the problem. That's why he runs and gets superstars to play with him every chance he gets. So I can't wait to see him come back because I just want to watch the behavior of sports media when he comes back because LeBron is so immune to being criticized in the mainstream sports media. It is absolutely insane to me. I want to see how Luka is going to deal with LeBron coming back because this is clearly Luka's team. The Lakers refused to give LeBron a contract extension. Who the hell would give a 40-year-old a contract extension? LeBron clearly believes all the lies building him up to be this Superman type player. He believes those. And he's worn out his welcome with the Lakers. And they probably want him to go. A few weeks ago, I did a video where Pelinka said that he wanted LeBron to retire as a Laker. And he was asked, well, what if LeBron wants to play another season? And he said, we want LeBron to retire as a Laker. He's basically saying LeBron isn't coming back next year. This is it. If LeBron wants to play another season in the NBA, he's going to have to find another team. Who's going to sign LeBron? The brainwashing is starting to wear off because LeBron is 40. He's 40 years old. Not that LeBron plays any different than he did 5 years ago. He still, cherry picks stat pads. He still barely plays defense. He's doing the same thing he's been doing. LeBron is an extremely lazy player on the court. But it's been interesting watching the Lakers without LeBron. And, I really haven't been hearing too much from LeBron ball boys lately about LeBron. Not much. I haven't been hearing too much from them about his teammates. Because, you know why? Because the Lakers are playing good without LeBron. The Lakers played good without Luka. And Austin Reeves led them with nearly had a 50-point triple-double. So it's going to be interesting to see the dynamic when he comes back and he brings some of his loser habits back to the Lakers because LeBron had several loser habits Not to mention he's only a little bit above average skill wise. So LeBron has been getting exposed for years now. Um, and this year is going to be humiliating for him because he is clearly not the leader on this team. This is Luka's team. LeBron is going to play second or third fiddle. I have a feeling that LeBron is going to um, have a lot of phantom injuries this year. Did y'all see Stacey King basically call LeBron out, saying that LeBron might be faking this injury? You know, he's saying that he's injured, but he's out dancing and stuff like that. We already know LeBron fakes injuries. Remember in 2018, after he quit after game one against the Warriors and came out with a damn blouse on his hand? Just this past season, LeBron came out acting like his leg was all tore up after that, you know, barely colliding with I forget the guy name when the guy name that he bumped into. It wasn't hard at all. LeBron was clearly acting; his leg wasn't hurt. But this is what he does. LeBron has no shame when it comes to his basketball career, and his ball boys eat this stupid stuff up. I'm happy to see that the Lakers are getting along without LeBron because the Lakers is one of the most storied franchises in not just basketball but sports history. And LeBron reduced them to hanging in-season tournament banners. And them back there celebrating it like it was a championship. That was embarrassing. It's just like a clown show. And I was watching these guys celebrating and thinking to myself, like, boy, they have no shame. LeBron James is celebrating like he won a championship. And of course his ball boys was acting like it was a championship. LeBron now has a fifth championship. He has a bogus, gimmicky in-season tournament, won an in-season tournament that they have to give to these players for some reason to get them to play harder. I don't know. Let me know what y'all think, Ring Culture, down below. What do y'all think the chemistry is going to be like when LeBron finally returns? I personally do not believe LeBron is going to play this whole season even after he returns. We're going to hear about several more phantom injuries. LeBron James is going to kill the chemistry on this team, like he does all the time. When you know, it's funny. Remember when Nick Wrong and Shannon Sharp and the media members, a few more of them, were out there saying Russell Westbrook was a problem because of his turnovers when LeBron was averaging the same turnovers, or basically the same turnovers as Westbrook. But they wouldn't talk about LeBron turnovers. They wouldn't talk about LeBron plus or minus either, because LeBron's been a minus for like the last 2 or 3 seasons, which means his team gets outscored when he's on the floor. And part of the proof of that is this season. He's not on the floor, and the team is 5-2. Just wait till he comes back. It's going to be a disaster because LeBron has never been that dude. And he's going to show his ball boys again that he's not that dude. LeBron has single-handedly destroyed all of his ball boys' talking points just by going on the court. And sometimes when he's not on the court and where you can see his teammates' full potential on display. This is why every time before LeBron got a trade when his team was struggling because of him, and then they would get a trade for some good to great players, his ball boys will say, "We getting the championship." Then a few months later, his ball boys say, "This guy was the problem. He didn't play like he did before." Well, he can't play like he did before because LeBron destroys team chemistry. That's what LeBron does. LeBron has never, ever, ever been that dude. Never. He doesn't have that kind of heart. He doesn't have that kind of mentality. He doesn't have that dog in him. Remember, it's funny because earlier in LeBron's career, guys will openly say this, but after a while, they wouldn't say it anymore. I remember Jim Jackson said that he doesn't have that dog in him. Steven Jackson said he doesn't have that dog in him either. Remember when Steven Jackson said it seemed like LeBron might have hit his heart on the board, on the on the chalkboard because he quit.
Like I don't even know why would it even be a subject right now. Like, or why would he even come out and talk about it? The series is over. There's nothing you can do about it. You can't go back and start over because your hands hurt. You know, just leave it alone. I think it wasn't a good decision by the guy who you expect to carry your team, knowing how the biggest burden he had and how much he had to carry his team. For him to do that, that was real selfish. You know, a lot of people saying LeBron was been selfish during the season as far as his stats and all this stuff. Well, punching the board, knowing how much your team needs you.
With your shooting hand.
I think that was real selfish. But to me, it really didn't look like it affected his game at all. I mean, he was still dominant. At times, I think his heart was questioned. You know, I don't know if he punched his heart against the whiteboard because at times it looked like his heart was hurting. You know, he wasn't competing, he wasn't giving the same energy that we normally see from LeBron. So I just think it was too late to come out with. The series was over. Hey, if you hurt your hand, just say you hurt it, but don't bring it up and try to make it the topic of taking away from getting swept.
Right, not trying to make an excuse. Here's the thing. Let me, because I know
after you go 51-8-8. Mm-hmm. Your starting point go out, miss a free throw. Mm-hmm. Your starting shooting go out, make a bonehead play, and you do everything you can to win game one. You had a great game, and you don't win it. That took a lot out of him. He quit. I don't want to hear nothing about no hand or none of that. He quit. He knew he was playing against a better team. After game one, he knew he was beat. Point blank, bruh. It had nothing to do with his hand. If your hand, hey, okay, we was talking about Steph. It's ankle. He was out there still playing. Agreed. You're not hurt. So you're not hurt, LeBron. Just leave it alone.
Well, okay, well, hold on.
We can't make excuses. They got swept, okay? 4-0. Take it like a man. Go home, bruh.
We all know LeBron quit. Remember the owner of the Cleveland Cavaliers said that he quit against Boston? We all know he quit. Remember when the 1 year, the first round against Phoenix, when AD got hurt and LeBron literally quit the last 2.5 games of the series? He quit. LeBron can't drag anybody anywhere. LeBron goes to runs the two superstars at a time so they can drag him to the finals. And if they happen to win, despite his terrible stat pattern and barely playing defense, he's going to get all the credit. But anyway, Ring Culture, let me know what y'all think down below. As always, we are Ring Culture because the whole point of the culture is to win rings. For the culture, I love y'all. Peace.